RNG?
I don't even know what that means.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
No, it's not. It's
Gets the
gross.
people going.
Random news. RNG. TGP.
TGP
Random news
presents.
generator. RNG. RNG. Real nigga games. Random news. RNG. Random number generator. RNG. Real nigga games. RNG. TGP. Random news. Random news. RNG. Random news.
Real nigga games.
Samurai Black. D-Ring.
Random numbers.
TGP. RNG. Random news. Random news generator.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of RNG Radio with your hosts, D-Rain and Samurai Black. How are you doing this fine weekend?
Better than I was yesterday. Let's say that much.
Okay.
I had some chicken shawarma for dinner on Friday. We did buzzing. Maybe it was a combination of both of those. But man, I woke up like early Saturday morning with some stomach pains, yo.
Mm-hmm.
And
This
I
man
threw
took
up.
Tony Stark's advice way too late, bro.
I
Shawarma's
threw
not
up
good
a
no
little
more.
bit. Stomach was hurting, so I didn't even do freaking. I just went back to sleep. I didn't even do Ham's Classified yesterday, so I apologize for that, y'all.
No, it's all good. It's all good. You gotta take care of
I'm-
yourself. You gotta take care of
But-
yourself so you can take care of the fans, bro. That's how it works.
Yes, true. So I just slept in, and then I got up. Stomach felt all right, so it felt pretty good. And that day ended pretty good. We went to it's an Olive Mill that was hosting a garlic fest, and it was just like outdoors. So they had like a couple little bar spots, and then there's like an indoor market that had a bunch of stuff. So they had a bakery, a bar, and then like this like restaurant style thing. So we grabbed some food.
Like you get the fresh air, you got some fresh food, and they say garlic's like really good for like your digestive system anyway.
It is, and it's like a natural antioxidant, so like it'll really like, or antibiotic, one of the two. But that's why Lauren. So I always make fun of Lauren because anytime she gets sick, dog, I swear to you,
You
she
said like
goes,
a clove of garlic, right?
cracks it, gets a little like a fucking pill, dog.
I can't do it, bro.
So,
I
yeah,
can't
nah,
do
so,
it.
but it was cool. So I did try. So there was a few things that I did want to get, but they were just mad expensive, and I wasn't about to spend like $35 for this bottle like this big of barbecue sauce, bro. It's not gonna happen.
Nah,
Even though it was prickly pear barbecue sauce, it was actually really fucking good because they had testers and stuff. You can taste it, but they had gelatos.
Nice. I saw that.
They had a roasted garlic gelato, which
Okay.
surprisingly was good. It was mad garlicky, not like a super ton of garlic. So you had the sweetness, but like the undertone was roasted garlic. So it wasn't just straight garlic. It was like, you know, those videos when everybody just puts like seasons the top of a garlic and they put it in the oven and they squeeze it all out and they come. It was like that kind of garlic.
Oh, okay. I feel you.
And then the other one was olive oil, which was fucking fire, yo. Like I really enjoyed that shit.
Them
I don't know why.
Italians, man, they be taking shots of their olive oil, bro. And I don't.
And then the ice cream, it worked. So it was fun though. They had live music playing. They had some face painting going on. You can make a little olive, little crown and stuff like that. No, but it was weird. So like it was a lot of dirt, right? And it was like grass and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like,
I mean,
first of all,
like it's a field basically, right? Because you said it's a Go ahead.
So I don't. Maybe I've been out of high school for too long, but man, like my when was your homecoming?
Where was my homecoming?
When? Like around what month was your homecoming?
Bro, homecoming was
like it was for like October
March.
for me.
Was it that early? No, homecoming. Sorry.
Homecoming,
No,
yes.
Homecoming. We have our homecoming. It was later. It wasn't in September.
Yeah. So like, dog, there was like, I'm talking like dress. First of all, and I mean, maybe because I'm a dad, you know what I mean? So maybe my daughter ain't wearing no dress that skimpy, first of all, because they were like, and I'm just like, what? Why? Like, first of all, like, come on, bro. Like, and maybe I'm changed.
I know you've seen Couples Retreat, right? Of Vince Vaughn.
Bro, yes.
The scene where John Favreau's daughter is about to walk out, bro. Yes. That's one of me and Katie's like favorite movies that we watched.
I love that movie.
It's so good. We're actually talking. It's like I think it'd be. I don't know how they would take it, but I think it'd be kind of cool if they got everybody back together and they all went on like a big
another one.
Yeah, I think that'd be kind of dope. But anyway, so I paused. I was like, listen, I would beat my daughter's ass, bro. like on
So
the
they were
spot, bro. On
not
the
like
spot.
some of them were like had longer dresses, so I was like, okay, cool, like whatever. But some of them were like, I'm talking like barely covering stuff, and I'm like, dog, what are you even doing? Like, I would snatch your little ass so fucking quick.
Bruh.
And then they were, what was getting me is like the dudes were all suited up and shit, but like, there's dirt. Y'all in all black, bro. She's in heels.
Yeah.
It's dirt and just like dirt
It's
and grass.
no,
It's
no.
not
So
even like.
you know what it is? It's because it's one night. Like and that's how people think about it. It's that it's one night.
But
This is
it's
the
not.
only night
It's
they plan
3
on.
nights. You have 3. You got homecoming, winter formal, and prom if you get invited or if you're old enough. That's 3 nights, bro. All right. I would always plan it like this. Winter
That's
formal,
3 outfits, bro.
I would get kind of, you know what I mean, semi-formal. You know what I mean?
Today's age, that's 3 different outfits, bro. I'm letting you know right now.
And then
Wait till Harlow gets that age. It's
and
gonna
then
be
they
3
couldn't
outfits.
even walk in the shoes they was wearing, which was fucking cracking me up. Like one of them was sliding her feet.
Yo, bro,
I was
that's
like,
hilarious.
oh my
She don't.
I'm
She didn't have the attractive heel slap, bro. Like, nah,
oh
bro.
my god. So I was just thrown off by that because I'm like, what is going on? And they're like, yeah, maybe homecoming. I'm like, they barely started school. Well, then they start school in August. So like I kind of understand.
I mean,
Maybe it's a little earlier. Yeah, because we start school like
we
we
started
start
school
school late
early
August.
August.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know. I would have, like I said, my homecoming was like October, November-ish.
Yeah,
That's when my homecoming
mine
was.
was definitely October.
That's kind of so it was weird seeing that.
I don't
But
know.
it was cool. Other than that, it was cool. It was chill. And we're gonna chill today. I got one kid less. She wanted to go spend the night at grandma's, so I was gotta go pick her up later.
Cool.
But yeah, how about you? How was your weekend?
Nothing much here. Just what did we do? Actually, I started the boys watching Big Hero 6 actually right before I came up here, and they were like super invested, so I'm super excited about that. But not much. Actually, this morning we went to our church service actually in person.
Oh, that's dope.
This time, so it's the first time literally since since Kingston was in like our chest carrier. So
That's
like
crazy.
it's been a minute. It was stressful as shit because obviously Kendricks is getting that age like where he's talking more.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, listen, I just need you to be quiet for 45 minutes, bro. Just 45 minutes. And they didn't do terrible. But we did. I told Katie, like, when the service was finally over, I was like, yo, we got really lucky here.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to rethink this and figure something out. Because they have like
Do they have a cry room?
So they have a cry room, but you just have to get out of like their big auditorium. But they also have like infant or like childcare, like where they have workers that work with the kids.
Mhm.
It's just Katie's like really anxious about leaving them there.
Yeah.
So I told us like, hey, we're gonna have to start calling them and figure like what all they're doing in there and get more comfortable with that because like that's got to be the move. I don't worry about Kingston
Mhm.
being with other kids. I worry about Kingston being able to communicate with other adults is
Yeah.
the issue.
Most definitely.
And Kendrick said he'll give a shit. Like
He don't care.
Kendrick has so much stranger danger, bro. He's just not gonna fuck with you. He's like, all right, cool. I'm gonna go over here. Since
Yeah,
you're
I'm
over
not
here,
even gonna do it.
Yeah, like nah, bro, I'm good.
At my church, they used to have a cry room. It was like right above where everybody sat,
Oh,
and they had a big window, but they had TV screens, so you can obviously
That's
hear everything.
cool.
But
See,
you can
that's
also
actually
see
really
it too.
cool.
Yeah.
That's really really cool. But yeah, so that was cool. Other than that, finally, we had these boxes for the couch. Remember, I bought that couch like a long time ago, like 2 months ago or something shit like that.
Yep.
I finally broke down the boxes. They've literally just been sitting outside, bro. The amount of spider webs that were on these boxes, bro. I was like, yeah, I should have did this a long time. Well, that's what I did. I broke the boxes down so we can burn them. I didn't just want to put them on top of it. But yeah, I'm burning that shit now.
We burning all that shit in there. I don't know who in there,
bro.
but all y'all
All of
niggas
it.
getting on fire.
So I was like, you guys had a couple days to move out, otherwise mandatory eviction.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway, so
mandatory demolition.
Jazz, thanks for jumping in. Yeah, like October-ish. Yeah, I feel like that's like middle to late of the football season, like not middle of September. Not I guess it's later. It's the 24th, later September. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into these topics because there's a lot of stuff that we're gonna be able to
We got some talking to do.
So, first things first, and Ham was sitting on this, and I'm mad that he's sitting on this for so long. Nerf themed action parks. This is posted, I think it's like ESPN, but Nerf themed action parks are apparently like in development or in talks. And I've got to say that they better not come anywhere near I am. I'm letting you know right now because I'm blasting
Well,
everybody's kids.
let's just think. So it's coming. All right. So it's coming. I'm pretty sure if it's coming to the States, it's gonna be, if one is for sure coming, it's gonna be one of two spots. Florida or California.
Indiana. Yeah, it ain't gonna be Indiana.
Florida or California. Then if it does really good, Japan gonna do some crazy shit with it. All right, let's just be real. Let's just be real. They're gonna do some crazy, and then they'll bring another one out here. But I'm hoping that it goes to California, so then it gives y'all a reason to come out here again, and then we can just meet up and just go to war with all of these kids. You ready, D-Ray? Like I'm going full Anakin, bro. No lightsaber.
Let's go for a weekend trip. What are we gonna do? Friday, we're gonna go to the Nerf theme park. Saturday, we're gonna go to the Nerf theme park.
Sunday, and then Sunday, we do a half day at the Nerf theme park, eat lunch, and then
let's go. Easy plans. All that government training is about to come in handy. On God, bro.
Okay, so quick.
How much How I Met Your Mother did you watch?
I'm not all of it, but I watched a good amount of it.
Did you watch did you see like scenes of Bart or Neil Patrick Harris in the laser tag?
No.
Oh, bro. So they show his character is like really huge into laser tag and just be bodying kids, bro. I'm like, that's me. That's what me 100%.
Bro, I swear to you on my kids, nigga. When I went to the military, right? I came back home for a little bit, and it was after tech school and everything. So I came back home, and I was with my family. So I was like, let's go laser tagging. We got out. They grouped you up, right? It was like 12v12 kind of thing. It was a big little area. The nigga that was with me was an army vet. Dog, when I told you, bro, me and this man, I said, all right, you ready? He said, yeah, dog. Bro, we took the whole tower, bro, and set kids up on the top and was dominating, bro. Like, we ran like 4 times together. I was like, you running back, bro? Like, let's run it back. Nah, bro. Dominating, bro. Terrorizing kids. They couldn't do anything, bro. Like, they just kept, I keep dying. Keep dying. I mean, him just sitting there laughing.
But that's cool. It's cool that they weren't like pissed off at it too. They were just like into it. So yeah, no, that's dope. But yeah, Nerf themed action parks, that will be that'll be fucking dope. But let's go ahead, go into the next one. We can finally put this to bed.
Wait, hold on. Before you go, I was just thinking of like a little kid having his Nerf gun, and I just like fucking John Wick this nigga, just take that shit. I'm like, yeah,
nah, you can't do that.
Is that too much? Is that too much?
That might be a little too much because you gonna take it and end up like big booting him in the chest on accident, like instant, bro.
Just start throwing him over my shoulder, bro.
Exactly. Nah. But
holy shit, it's Jason Bourne.
But we can finally put this topic to bed. The UK finally put their stamp of approval on the Microsoft buyout of Activision Blizzard. It's finally over, and I think I heard that like the whole deal could be completed by the end of the year. I feel like we all knew that it would eventually happen, but like we can finally stop talking about it at this point. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what they come out with, and honestly, like there's really not much to say about that, really.
There's not much to say about it, but don't worry. This will be brought up again. This will be mentioned again later today.
Yeah, for sure. Twitter/X or whatever you want to call it. Elon Musk has apparently been in consideration for starting to charge for Twitter. So there's really nothing to talk about this topic except for what social media are we switching to when this happens. Like that's it, right? Like that's the only thing to say.
I mean, if I'm just being honest, bro, I really don't use X like that. Like I go on and I look at shit. I use it to post a lot of shit because a lot of people follow me, so I use it for like posting our podcasts and our shows and my streams and shit like that. But other than that, yeah, I use Instagram, Facebook. Damn, that's kind of TikTok.
Yeah, like
that's kind of it.
But like so like I feel like I don't even really consider like TikTok like a social media platform. I think it's just like really just for the videos, but like actual like interacting with people. I think at this point like it's either it sucks because the other two like quote unquote major ones are going to be Instagram and Instagram, Facebook, and Threads, which are all owned by the same company, I think, right? Like I think Threads is
And
Meta
we're
as
not
well, right?
even if you're trying to talk about gaming and Facebook, I'm gonna let you know right now that
Dope,
shit
dope,
is.
dope. Just dope.
I follow so many big streamers on Facebook because I like it. I'm usually on Facebook. I'll throw their stream up on there, and it varies from games. There's
And they all
2K, there's
complain about it.
Madden, Apex. No, they've all left, bro. Like every
Mhm.
one of them, I swear to you, in the last month, bro, I've seen it. Hey, big long post coming. Hey, I appreciate all the fans and everything. You know what I mean? But like, and without like bashing Facebook, just being like, it's not
It's
where it's supposed to be. But I'm gonna
it's
be switching over to Kick.
it's funny because like that quote unquote big long post coming is
Mhm.
like is like the same thing as like when the girl texts you, hey, we need to talk.
Yep, that's what it is. You know what was coming. I was like,
We
well.
need to talk.
And it sucks because there's like people create whole communities on there and stuff
Hmm.
like that for this. Even on X, what I mean, people create whole communities that come and look forward to what you talk about on which book. Because some people go and express their lives on there, and some people go and pages are strictly for mental health and stuff like that. And it's kind of harder doing that on Facebook, I feel like, and Instagram, where it is easier on X to do stuff like that. So it's gonna suck if he does do it. I don't think he's gonna do it though.
Nah, I don't think so.
We'll
I
see.
think this is just to drum up
I
some
think he'd just
views
be
about him.
talking, bro. He just be
He
talking,
really
bro.
do. He really do.
He like, yo, I ain't send no rockets up into space yet. So yeah, I'm gonna delete this. Let's see what's
All right.
going. Get some buzz.
Elder Scrolls 6. I'm not a big Elder Scrolls fan. I actually don't think I've played any of them. But Elder Scrolls 6 is apparently going to be skipping the PS5. And I feel like this was like kind of like a gotcha thing, because the first article that I saw is like, hey, Elder Scrolls 6 it's not coming to the PS5. And I was like, dog, like, isn't this exactly what they said they weren't going to do? Is they're all for like gaming for everybody, so
Yeah.
like why wouldn't they put it on the PS5? And then I read into another article kind of talking about it, and it says that the game the game release is going to be either 2026 or later. So my question is, do you think it's going to be skipping the PS5, or it's just not coming out until the next generation of consoles, and that's why it's saying quote unquote skipping the PS5,
I think it's saying it's
or a
skipping the
mixture of the both?
PS5. I think it's saying it's skipping the PS5 because it's probably going to be like the PS5 Pro or whatever they're going to call it by then. You know what I mean? So it'll
Yeah.
be for that because it'll be, like I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that will be because I don't feel like in what 3 years, 2.5 years now, because we're almost done with this year, right?
Yeah.
So 2.5 years that we're already going to get a PS6.
Okay.
It can. I'm not saying it can't. It can, but I think we'll get like the upgrade because they usually do that. They'll usually, drop a pro version of the original console. You know what I mean? To add some shit. So I'm thinking that's what it's for.
I don't know. Games like Elder Scrolls and GTA have been on repeat for so long. It could be the same people making it. It goes back into a prove it to be category. Yeah, no, for sure. But yeah, no, I think the same thing. I think that it's gonna go to like the next step up of the console. I don't think we're. I mean, if we move to like the or later portion of that, I can potentially see it being like a PlayStation 6 or next Xbox console, or next next iteration of Xbox console. If we're going on to that later, which I mean, and judging by the industry now, like we could 100% be going to that later category.
Yeah,
for sure.
most definitely.
All right, sorry guys, we're like running through these topics, but there's a lot of topics that we
There's
wanted
a
to
lot.
mention. There's a lot.
Yeah.
Some of them are really quick, like this one. Spider-Man 2 officially gone gold, and if you guys don't realize what that means that they have finally printed the first like finished game, finished version of that game that can be shipped to a consumer. They usually do it if they do it on a physical copy. The disc is usually gold, so that's why they say gone gold. We were talking, me and Mark were talking back and forth. It's like, yo, can they really say gone gold since everything's going digital now? But yeah, so it's gone gold. Spider-Man 2 is ready. It's ready for us. And
Are you ready?
bro, no, I'm not ready. I've even finished the first two. What are you talking about? Well, the first 1.5. Well, first one and
That
three
you know
quarters.
what you know what I think it should be done, bro. Because it's not that bad of a game, okay? Like there's nothing too crazy or too bad
No,
for
it's
any kid to
fantastic.
no for
There's
any
nothing.
kid to like watch or even play, right?
I used to play downstairs.
I was just about, bro, like like Katie go do whatever. She might even enjoy you watching and stuff like that. And yeah, you don't have to do as many side quests because the kids will be there. But yeah, do
Yeah.
the story, watch the cutscenes. They'll sit there and
Alright.
they'll love it. They will enjoy it. I promise. It got Aiden into it, and it made Aiden play both of them by himself now. And wanted obviously he's a little bit older when he was doing it, but
Right.
sitting there watching it. Harlow even does it. Harlow will come and be like, "This what it's
I'll have to. I really do. I have to.
Because it's not even. I know I talk my shit because I just feel like I have a right to. Because yes,
bro. First, I don't care like when people talk shit to me at all. And
I know,
I deserve it
and that's
because
why I do it.
deserve it because I've said how many times now that I was gonna do this? Like at least 3, right? So
yeah,
it was
you said
for No Way Home. I
Yeah,
said it for No Way Home. I said it for this
said it.
game, and then
You
there was
said
a
it
third
last
time.
year. You was last year. You said I'll finish it before the end of the year, right?
Across the Spider-Verse.
Across the Spider-Verse. Yep,
Yeah,
that's what it
Across the
was.
Spider-Verse. Yeah, so Across the Spider-Verse, No Way Home, and this game. So
I
this will
wanted.
be
I
3.
don't want you. I'm not more wanting you to do it for like the game. I want you to do it for more of the story because you're a Spider-Man fan, and for you being able to like see it all, it's really gonna hit. And I think the kids will like it. But I'm excited for Spider-Man too. I don't give a fuck.
I'm so pumped for it.
I took the day off already.
Yeah, let's go. 24-hour stream.
No, I'm
not
only
gonna be
gonna be able to do like
It'll be
8 or
like
9
8.
because
Yeah, I mean-
I gotta go to. I'm going to California that weekend to go to
nice. Hell yeah.
Universal Horror Nights. They do a Halloween thing.
Oh yeah.
They have a whole Stranger Things maze. They got a couple big mazes. I've never been, so
That's gonna be dope. That's gonna be
it is
dope.
adults only, no kids. So yes,
That's gonna be dope. That's gonna be a good time. So
I told Lauren, I was like, that Friday we can leave whenever. I don't care because I'm driving, but I'm gonna be streaming for a solid like 8-9 hours of that game.
Right. For sure.
Don't bother me. I'm just because there's some unveiling I have to do, and then there's gameplay I have to do. Okay, all right.
Yes, sir. Spider-Man 2 going gold. I can't forget. We're about a little less than a month, right? What is it? It's
Yes,
October.
October 20th. October 20th.
Perfect. I can't wait. All right. This was funny, bro. This was really funny. So, if you guys didn't know, Mortal Kombat 1 released. Ham has played it. Ham said it was pretty solid, right? You enjoyed it? Enjoy yourself?
What's it called? Actually, yeah, I actually did enjoy myself. I didn't play the story. My homie was able to share play with me
I've
because
heard the story is actually pretty dope.
He told me to share play with me because I was like, let me just see because I was.
Yeah.
We ran through a couple of the characters. It's very fun. I will say it sucked because I just played Street Fighter 6 right before that. So
different, bro.
It is so much slower because I'm like used to being able to die. And here it's like I'm like, oh no, this is too slow. And like the blocking it, but it's fun. It's fun. The fatalities are fucking insane. Yes. I like the little. It's not a tag team. It's more of an assist character. So they like
in Marvel, if Marvel's
Marvel's Capcom. Yep.
If you did swap to the character.
Yeah, exactly. So and there's a little meter that shows it to you, and you can like do a half move, or there's basically 2 times you can use in the meter. It's cool. It's fun. He did say the story was actually legit because if you played 10 and 11, this is kind of a continuation.
Mm-hmm.
Did you play 11?
I didn't play 11, but I think I watched a long video on it a while ago.
Okay, so you know like how it all like basically reset everything.
Yeah, everything's reset. Okay, basically, he's a god now. He reset basically.
Hold up. Topanga Munch, if you want to talk this talk, bro, I have a perfect clip of a perfect KO against you. All right, so I don't think you want to talk. I don't think you want
a P, bro.
A P, bro. The swaggy P, the swaggiest of P's. All right, Topanga Munch, don't go there.
Oh, but welcome to Topanga Munch. Welcome. I hope you're enjoying the game.
That the story is like a reset, and he said it's literally a reset. So a lot of the characters are like relearning and getting their moves, like their base level form. So they're coming. So yeah, so it's doing.
They're mana.
Yes. Ham's mains Jigglypuff in Super Smash.
Listen,
No, I
first
don't.
off,
No, I
listen,
don't. And
first,
Jigglypuff is OP. Don't even sleep.
first and foremost, yeah, Jigglypuff is kind of fire in Super Smash Bros. So like, don't sleep, don't sleep. But the reason I brought this up is because not because of how the game, because the game is getting really really good reviews right now. But the game also launched on the Nintendo Switch, and I think we've talked about this a lot because we've talked about how some of these mainstream games are starting to come to the Switch, and this is like one of the first ones where a new game is launching on the Switch. And boy, does it look shitty! Where you guys can see the images. This is side by side on, I think it's a PS5 versus what it looks like on the Switch. And there's a lot of like side by side like little clips that have been posted online. Bruh, it looks.
That's why Aiden be
rough.
asking, Dad, I want to get this game. I'll buy it on my PlayStation, bro.
Bro, you about
I'm not getting that shit. I'm not getting that shit.
It's not pretty, bro. It's not pretty. And actually, it's gotten so much backlash that Ed Boon
Not my nigga G.
he had to come in and step in. Like he said, I don't know how he's gonna do it, but he said that they are going to try to fix the Switch version of the game.
They'll fix it on the next one. Don't worry.
Exactly. Right. Exactly. So yeah, I don't know, bro. Like that's why, like when some of these games drop, I'm like, that's cool. I'm just get on my PC. I'm gonna get on my PlayStation, bro.
Yep. I'm gonna get on the shit that can actually run the game.
Exactly. So yeah. Shout out for Ed for Boone saying that they're gonna try and do something though. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what that something is.
We'll see. We shall see.
All right, so this is probably this is big news, I think, probably for a lot of people here because Fortnite's been so huge lately, or really since it dropped, or I think since the BR dropped. So Fortnite, they had a settlement last year, basically for quote unquote dark patterns of how they sell their content. So obviously, like you use V-Bucks, you buy skins and things like that, yada yada. There was a $520 million settlement last year for how they were quote unquote fooling people into buying their content, like their emotes and their costumes and things like that. And they started notifying people about this because part of that 520 million is going to go towards refunds for people that had purchases that they weren't really wanting to do on the platform. The ruling said that they made it too easy for people to purchase things unknowingly, basically. Good thing we have their number one customer rate. Yeah, one of those high customers right there. So they said that you, bro. What you mean? What you talking, bro? You have like 12 pages of emotes, my guy. What are you smoking over here? Goodness. Who? Oh man. So they actually started notifying people that should be entitled. And if you go online, go ahead.
So we were looking into it when you mentioned it. So basically, if like they said there's like 3 specific ways. So like if you had, because there was one time, basically what they were doing is like, let's say your kid bought something on your credit card and you went to your credit card company to report it. If you report it on your credit card company, Fortnite would lock your account.
Yep.
So you're able, they're going to,
so they said like for that instance, it's like if your account was locked between January 2017 and September 2022, after you complained to your credit card company for unwanted charges, those people are going to qualify for this. If your child charged your credit card without your knowledge between January 2017 and November 2018, then you might qualify. And then also if you were charged in-game currency for unwanted purchases between January 17 and September 22. Those are 3 kind of scenarios who are going to be qualifying for this refund. And they said they're notifying you, so I'm assuming they're sending an email to whatever email you have like on that account. So
we'll see, just in case.
Check your
Even
spam.
though I'm gonna let you know right now, I 100 just blame it on you, get your refund and go to Bahamas or something. Y'all think I spent that much?
Hey, some people have, bro. Some people have.
Yeah,
some people have for sure.
I'm pretty sure I could sell my account. I'm pretty sure I could sell my account.
You can sell your account for some money. For some decent money, for sure.
But yeah, that's dope though. I'm glad that they're doing that because they're like I got lucky when Aiden did it for me because Aiden did it one time. He spent like $90 on fucking V-Bucks. And because it's a virtual currency, like there's no refund. You can't just like get your money back. But
Because
I
you
was
already bought
lucky.
the currency. It's just that you spent
Hmm.
the currency on something that you didn't want.
Yeah, so like I didn't even want to buy the currency, but luckily PlayStation was able to refund me my money, and I kept my V-Bucks. So
Right.
that's where a lot of my skins came from. Because yeah.
Oh man, but yeah, no. So guys, yeah, like I said, check your emails, check your spam to see if you guys qualify. I know, because I don't buy shit on Fortnite, but I
Yeah,
know a
neither do I.
lot of. They said they're already notifying 37 million people. So yeah, a
Yeah, I
lot
don't
of
really
people
buy
are gonna
shit on there either, so I don't think
be.
I'm.
All right. Going on to Kick. We actually got to talk about Kick a little bit earlier. Kick put out a little kind of like a teaser on because a while ago, and I remember them putting it on there. They were kind of teasing about a potential like hourly pay on their platform, which I think is kind of dope. Like you get streamed per the
Hmm.
hour that you're streaming. So their Kick Creator program, they announced, quote unquote, like soft announced it. I don't know. I don't know if that's the right term, but basically kind of giving what the requirements would be like when it comes out. And it said that there were 4 main qualifications. So to be a part of the Kick Creator program, you have to have over 126 concurrent viewers
Hmm.
for 30, and this is these, I think all of these are 30-day averages. So 126 concurrent viewers, an average of 239 subs to your channel.
Hmm. That's a
Specific, and
random number.
they specified gifted or recurring, which I think is really dope because I know Twitch excludes
Hmm.
gifted subs a lot.
Yep.
337 unique chatters per month. So 337 different people going to your stream, and then at least 89 hours streamed per month. And then if you meet all these requirements, I think they said like the hourly wage is going to be like $16 an hour or something like that, which $16 an hour isn't like great, but
But it's not.
if you stream it 60, 70 hours a week, I mean, like that's
Yeah.
even if you're, which I highly doubt that they would do like any type of overtime thing over 40 hours, like that wouldn't make any sense to me.
Nah.
But yeah, but like when you're streaming 70, 80 hours a week, like yeah, why yeah, like that could potentially be some good money. But I think that it looks like that they were kind of getting a lot of backlash about like some of these requirements.
Hmm.
So they kind of taken it back and say, hey, we're gonna continue to look at this. This is the final. These aren't the final details. I think this is just like their first draft of it that they wanted to
I'd say
show.
the only thing that seems kind of like is the unique chatters, like the 300 and something every month, because that means you got to have like a new 300 people every single month chatting your thing. You know
So
what I
no, no,
mean? Like
so
that.
so not new, just unique. So basically, like you are like Hammer Black's account is a unique chatter, so you could be a part of that 337 every month. It's just basically, I think that part of it is just they want they they want oh my gosh, what am I trying to say? They want to make sure that your channel and like whatever your brand is getting to a certain number of different people every single time. So
Okay.
I think so, yeah. So I don't think that's 337 new people, just individual accounts, not just like so, because you know how like, okay, think of it this way. So like obviously I have our stream up on my computer.
Right.
I also have this stream up on this computer as well. So technically, or I don't have it right now, but that would be 2 viewers or 2
Right.
views, but not unique viewers.
Right. 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 Okay. I
So
get what you're saying. I get
I
what you're saying.
think that's what that's talking about. But yeah,
Cool.
I think it's dope. I think them like trying to figure
That'll
out a
be
way
dope.
to pay people hourly for their time, because a
Most
lot of
definitely.
people spend a lot of time streaming,
Hmm.
and everybody can't be huge. Everybody can't have 1,000 subs every month. So like having something to kind of to lean back on for the effort you're putting in, I think is really dope.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Yeah. If you're doing 70 hours, it's like $1,100
Yeah, I mean shit,
a week.
I'll take it.
Yep. What you
All right.
doing? I'm about to go stream right now. What you talking about?
Yeah, bro. Oh God, bro. Like let me shut this shit down right now.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
So we were actually kind of talking. It was what, a couple weeks ago that
Yeah,
you
you
were
weren't
talking
here.
about Gen 5. Yeah, so Jensen Ackles is going to be coming in as Soldier Boy in Gen 5.
You.
I don't know why. Like, bro, I typed this out. I sent the article to the Discord, and I not one time thought of that, bro. I'm so mad at myself right now. I'm so pissed off right now.
Come on, bro. You gotta stay ready, bro.
Slacking, bro, slacking. But yeah, coming in Soldier Boy. I think you know who Soldier Boy is, right? Because I don't watch the boys nearly as much as you do.
You don't watch The Boys at all?
No, not at all. But I think
You don't
honest.
remember last season?
Oh yeah. I do remember. No, so I didn't watch it. I did not watch last season, but I remember us talking about it. Now that you mentioned
Okay,
it,
so Soldier Boy
Yeah.
was basically
it's
he was basically Homelander before
Yeah.
Homelander. Basically. He
Yeah.
was a part of the superhero crew, and then he releases an atomic blast from his fucking chest, nigga. And like he basically in like the previous season, yeah, he has a big part. He's a big part in that previous season, so it's dope to see him
You did
around
tell
in
me
Gen V.
this.
Yeah.
So that's what I put it in there because I like Jensen Ackles. I think Jensen Ackles is dope, and I still
Oh, I'm just gonna say this. His character was around in like I think it was like the 40s and 50s. So like,
racist motherfucker.
yeah, he's there, yeah. And he was like, yeah, I just need to go find some weed. It's just like, bro, like so random, but like, yeah, his story is kind of crazy. So
It's
I'm
cool.
surprised you didn't watch last season.
No, I didn't watch last. I haven't. So like for some of these shows, it's hard for me to watch them because
Yes, I already know your situation.
because Katie doesn't like overly violent things. Katie got
Shut the fuck
squeamish.
up.
Katie
Shut
got
up.
squeamish after she started having kids, bro. I was like, she don't want to watch nothing. But
We just got a new follow. Who's that?
I know Soldier Boy.
We got a new follow. I feel like we did.
We did. Oh yeah, actually, yeah, literally just this. Madison Lanford.
Hey yo. Fucking
All right,
dope.
cool. Yeah, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Not Steph. I'm not Steph. You're right. It's not Steph.
I know Soldier Boy. Hey, Soldier Boy. But yeah. So
What you mean?
where am I at? What about? Oh yeah. So Jensen Ackles, Gen 5. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's Gen V. First of all, stop saying five.
It's
You and
5, bro.
You and Ghost said Gen 5. I said it's V.
5, bro. It's 5.
V for
Roman
VOT.
numerals.
It's V for VOT.
Nah. It's Gen 5.
You not Dame. Look at Antonio.
Anyway, Gen 5. Percy Jackson and the Olympians has finally gotten its first trailer.
I feel like we were just talking about this.
I say this and it sucks because we were just talking about Spider-Man before. This is going to be watched on a weekly basis. I don't know if they plan on doing it like weekly episodes.
They will.
Okay,
yeah.
So if they're doing weekly, not missing,
and it will be
not
talked
missing
about,
bro. And it will be talked about weekly, 100%. Ghost, I don't know if you're here. You probably are. No, actually, no. You're traveling. You're traveling. Yeah, you're traveling. Yeah, you're traveling. Weekly. Just know that right now. If you guys haven't seen the trailer, go watch the trailer. It looks dope. It looks dope,
bro. It looks
so good.
It looks so serious too. That's another thing that I really like about it. Is it doesn't. There's kids in there, but it looks serious. It's not kiddie. It's not a kiddie kind of. You know what I mean?
This
kiddie kind of fucking.
It
thing,
looks way. So when the Lightning Thief came out, I know I was really excited for like when watching the trailers. So I thought it looked dope. That has nothing on what this This looks so much better than Lightning Thief, and I think part of that is because I know how Lightning Thief turned out. It turned out to be like pretty meh, but this I've got high hopes for this. I have high hopes for this. Not the mac and cheese fried chicken. Dang, bro. Like what? I feel like there's a story behind that, but we can get into that later. We can get into that later. But yeah,
not the Black House.
Percy Jackson, the Olympians. Go watch the trailer. Hulu and Disney Plus. Make sure you watch it.
Yes, dropping December. It's dropping December, y'all. So
weekly. I can't emphasize that enough. Weekly.
Weekly
will be here.
Drops.
All right.
I'm excited for that shit, bro. That looks so good. Look at this sword. Look at Oh.
All right, so
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis. You know that chick from your favorite horror series?
Yes.
Bro, she's been around for so long, man.
The
So,
OG Scream Queen. Yeah.
there was an interview like on the red carpet that's been talked about a lot, where Jamie Lee Curtis actually talks about how she actually watches and really enjoys One Piece. She said Chopper's her favorite character. I
Mhm.
haven't gotten to Chopper yet, so I don't know what I'm missing out, but he's a tiny moose, bro. Like what's we'll
You'll
see we'll
see.
see we'll see
You'll see.
what's so good about him, but tiny moose.
You'll see.
But obviously the live action One Piece has gotten so much praise, and like that interview or that segment has been brought back up. And they asked like because in there they asked like if because this happened before the live action One Piece, and they asked her like, hey, like if they ever did a live action thing, like who would you want to be? And I think the first thing she said is, "Well, I'm too old to play Nico Robin," and I was like,
Yeah.
"No offense, yes, you're too old to play Nico
Yes.
Robin." And then that's when she mentioned Chopper, but then the person interviewing her, One Piece fan as well,
Mhm.
mentioned this character, and I'm gonna butcher what the last name is. What is it? Korea? Is that how you pronounce it?
Kira.
Kira? Okay, so Dr. Kira.
Yeah.
They mentioned Dr. Kira, and like, she kind of thought about it. I was like, yeah, like I could probably pull that off. But so in an Instagram post, she actually specifies like, hey, once the strike is over and we're settled and we have a fair contract, then she's gonna lobby to actually play Dr. Korra in the next season of live action One Piece.
Bruh. That would be so good. That she would play that character
Like you can look
perfectly.
at the image, like look at the image of her. And this is like obviously from the anime. She can
Mhm.
definitely pull that off, like 100%. I don't know the characters, I don't know how she acts,
And
but look wise,
it
she
would
can
be,
definitely pull it off.
and I would say it would be even like more perfect because like of the character and who she picked. Because like yeah, she's basically Chopper's mentor and adopted mother. So like
Oh, okay,
she'd
okay, okay.
still be like with her favorite character. You
Yeah,
know what
yeah,
I mean?
that'd
Like
be dope. That'd be dope.
yeah.
That'd be
So
dope.
yeah, that I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
I'm so
I'm
glad
here
that
for it.
she emphasized, and like you can even see the post, like she
Yeah.
all caps is like this strike has to come to an end. Which,
Yeah.
if you guys haven't didn't hear, apparently we're close. Like they had a lot of the CEOs from these companies go into a meeting and sit down. So I think we're getting closer to an agreement between the two sides.
Mhm.
But she like I said, she emphasized like, hey, once this is done and we have a fair contract in place, then she'll try to do it. I'm gonna make you mashed potato cake with gravy icing for your birthday. That, like, I know this is still like a running joke between y'all, but that sounds so fucking trifling, bro. Like, what? Nah, bro. Nah.
Oh
Yeah,
my
we
god.
gotta get this episode over so I can get the backstory for whatever is happening right now. What's up, Jess?
Oh my gosh, Jazz, I'm dead, bro.
I just love Jamie Lee Curtis, so like I think
Yeah.
she can do no wrong. So I'm excited for it. Fingers crossed. And honestly, I wonder how soon we'll actually get that second season. Because like obviously they said they want to do, what did we say, like 12 seasons or some shit like
Yeah,
that?
it's 12 seasons. I came back to a potato cake. What in Nation?
What
You
in
missed a lot.
tarnation? I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. All right. Let's talk about some PlayStation. So, if you guys saw the title of the stream, this is like the main reason that I put that on here. So, Jim Ryan, CEO, president of Sony Entertainment, Sony International Entertainment, or whatever the fuck the SIE stands for, had a PlayStation, blah blah blah. My man had some things to say about Xbox, and I think obviously I think some of this is coming with a little salt because like the Xbox Activision acquisition, like it's going through, like it's been approved, blah blah blah. But all in all, my man still had some things that he wanted to get off his chest. So,
Yep.
first and foremost, he said, like these are a couple bullet points of things that he said. He said that Sony's acquisition of Bungie is much more valuable and beneficial for the long run than Microsoft's acquisition of Activision. He said that he is confident that Microsoft tried a first path, so like a different plan, and it didn't work at all. So that's why they kind of like fell back on the plan of buying Activision. Didn't say specifically what he thought this first path was, but he
Yeah.
said they basically failed at something, and they're like, "Oh, I guess we'll just buy this big company."
Yep.
He
Sounds about
also
right.
said that This is probably the most interesting one, like at least to me. He said that all the publishers that he spoke to unanimously agreed that they don't like Game Pass and that it is value destructive not only to the individual titles, but rather on the industry level as a whole, which I thought that was really interesting. And then the last comment he made, or the last two comments he made, is basically saying that he expected there to be many more subscribers to Game Pass than the 25 million announced, given the money that they spend on Game Pass, and that PlayStation Plus has 50 million subscribers and says that it's a much more meaningful service. So my man kind of went in on Microsoft and Xbox, like, and
He
it's
said how
kind
he
of
felt.
it's kind of petty because he said, okay, he said how he felt right after this big acquisition went through, that he was very heavily lobbying against. So obviously there's definitely some pettiness, some being upset, some frustrations there. But what do you think about the comments? Like I said, I think the most interesting one is him saying that publishers don't like Game Pass, which I can understand why. Like, if it's true, and he's not just talking out of his ass, I can understand why, because of them like putting all the work into the game and then it
Yeah,
just being released for quote unquote free
basically, yeah,
on this service. I put it
yeah,
quote unquote because obviously they're paying for the service. It's just like Netflix or Hulu. But I think
yeah.
that's also why like a lot of like movies, like brand new movies and stuff, aren't necessarily going directly onto these streaming services immediately. There's still a little bit of gap in between them. But
Yep.
I thought that was the most interesting one, and really wonder if that one's true. Did anything stick out to you?
No, that it was definitely that one for sure. And I would say just like him trying to say like I like the fact that he tried what he said about Microsoft being like, yeah, they tried something else, but it didn't work, so they were like, fuck it, we just buy that, which
I
definitely makes
want to
sense.
I want to know what this other thing, this first path was.
Most
Like
definitely.
because you know these CEOs talk all the fucking time. There's
Hmm.
no way they don't. And if he knows something, or and they did try something else and they got kind of blackballed or whatever, I really want to know what that other thing was.
That's the one that really got me. Besides the one that you did, because yeah, like I mean the other shit, like well the Game Pass one, like I can kind of see that like more than like him saying like Mike, because that's something I've never heard of, is them saying like, oh yeah, Microsoft was trying for something else, but obviously that didn't work out, so that's why they
Mhm.
went and bought this. I'm like, wait a minute, that sounds like some Microsoft shit, but what the fuck were they trying to do at first then?
Yeah, I'm
Because
really.
that.
The other thing, so like the last one where he says PlayStation Plus has 50 million subscribers, it means
Mhm.
and makes it a more meaningful service. I don't agree with that one though. So like I know he said it, I don't necessarily agree with it because I think it's almost an unfair comparison because PlayStation Plus like is required for the majority of online experiences on PlayStation. So like if you want to be online, like you have to do that. Game Pass is still technically until they completely get rid of Xbox Gold, which I know like I think they're in the process. I don't think it's been completed yet. I think it's going to be changing that you need like because like I know they're changing the name and Xbox Gold memberships are going away and it's just like the basic like Game Pass or whatever. Until they
Mhm.
make that change and like we have a couple months in there, I think that's an unfair comparison because I still think there are still some people that are still on like the gold plan and not in Game Pass. But yeah, so that one I don't necessarily agree with, and I could be wrong. I don't know if that 25 million includes Game Pass users, and it includes all of their customers. But I think that specifically is an unfair
Mhm.
comparison. But yeah, I
I
mean,
can agree with that.
there's definitely some bickering going on, and
Mm. He
with
talking
the
his
whole
shit.
bro, and with the whole Elder Scrolls 6 things, if they are just completely skipping the PS5, like if they're skipping PlayStation and launching it on PC or Xbox, like yeah, like there's still gonna be some tea. Like I know like we're
Mhm.
kind of done talking about the Xbox Microsoft thing, but some stuff's still going on for sure.
Tea will continue to be sipped.
100%, 100%. I think I put the image in here. Yep, I got it in here. So, once again, I have not watched Ahsoka at all because I'm terrible. Um, other than that, there's no other excuse at all. But Ham is going to give us a little breakdown of the most recent episode. Take it away,
Yeah.
Senor Ham.
So we're gonna have spoilers. So if you haven't
Spoilers,
seen it yet,
spoilers, spoilers. Yeah.
go ahead and mute us. Don't leave us. Just mute us.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Let's hear it.
I will just say this: like the big thing that we have been waiting for finally fucking happened. My boy Theron is here, so they finally, obviously, at the end of the last episode, they were on their
Didn't
way to
they
go find
tease
him.
Thrawn like episode 2?
Well, they mentioned his name because so basically it
Okay,
started
mention
off
his
with
name.
them
Yeah,
finding
that's what
they
I meant
found
by
a
tease.
map
Yeah,
and they were
yeah,
like on this map
yeah.
leads to the location of where Thrawn is.
Okay.
And so like in my eyes, I'm like, okay, cool. They're gonna pull up and like Ezra and Thrawn are gonna be like surviving together or some shit. You know what I mean?
Right,
Because they're
right,
on
right,
a
right.
barren. No, nigga. This nigga Thrawn is suited and motherfucking booted and ready to go, bro. He has his top dog with him, bro. He got a whole little army with him, bro. His ships is ready. Like he is ready. Like
Bro,
they
we
pull up
thriving. What you
and
mean, bro?
he's just walking out like his men like this. Do you see this? This is him. He walking up. He like, yeah. I'm glad you finally came. I knew you would, kind of shit. You're like, nigga,
Took you
what?
long enough.
And so then
I love the
he
map.
gets
I love the map, bro.
he gets to talking and he's like, oh, like who is that with them? And then he's like, oh, they're Jedi. He's like, he's like, well, I was a Jedi, but I'm not anymore. He's like, okay, cool. So he sends them on a mission. He's like, all right, I need you two to go over here. I need you guys to attack these people. It's like so that I can be able to move up out of here with these, because he's basically trying to get out of the planet and go back to his dominating like he was in his previous shows. And Sabine is there, and they're like, oh yeah, we had an extra person. She's a Jedi, and he's looking, and they're like, yeah, Sabine Wren. He's like, and now that's a name I know. And you're like, oh shit. And she's like, where's Ezra? And he's like, of course you worried about that motherfucker. He's like, all right, so like, I'll be honest, like, I'll keep it real with you. He's like, you can go find him. It's like, but I'm telling you right now, like, you leave the ship. He's like, bitch, I'm leaving. And that means I'm leaving. You ain't got nobody. You know what I mean? You ain't got nobody to do nothing with you. And she's like, I don't care. So they give her a ship. They give her a little money. They give her guns and her lightsaber. And she goes off to go try to find Ezra.
Okay.
And so her going off trying to find Ezra. She's like looking. She finds this little like it's kind of like a.
He said this
I don't know
is Sabine, right?
Yeah, Sabine.
Okay.
I don't know the exact like name of the creature, but it's like a werewolf kind of thing. So it's like running with her, and there's like a little back and forth where he doesn't want to listen, and she kind of gets it to listen, and he like goes up to this rock and kind of hits it, and the fucking rock rolls up into a little rock person, a little turtle, look like a little turtle rock person.
Okay.
Speaking the language, she's like, "Oh, I'm looking for Ezra," but then he points at her shoulder, which has the Republic sign on it. And he pulls up his little wooden crest on his chest, and it has the fucking Republic sign. She's like, "Oh shit, you know Ezra." So they like take her down there, and basically, boom, she goes and she finds Ezra, and there's like a whole little like, Sabine, Ezra, you know what I mean? Because you think your boy is gone, you know what I mean? Like at the last time you see him, and you find out he's here, so you get a good little moment. And so basically, like in their eyes, they're like, okay, well, we're trapped here. We're not gonna be able to get out of here because Thrawn's gonna leave, and they don't know that Ahsoka's on her way flying the motherfucking space whales. So it pans back to Thrawn, and he's talking to the Night Sister, and he's like, what's it called? Yeah, so he was like, yeah, basically, he's like, she's like, well, why are you gonna we should send more help to my, Jedi people that we need. She's like, just to make sure that they can complete their mission. He goes, our resources are limited right now, and you know what I mean. Like in war, there's always casualties, even your little people. And she's just like, oh,
bruh.
She's just like, all right, motherfucker, you said it, boss. Like I ain't gonna argue, boss. I'll be a good boy. Like he just sat there, was quiet. And then they're like, oh, one of the droids is looking. They're like, oh, we got something on the radar, and they're like, oh shit, and they basically realize like, oh, it's a Jedi force, and they're like, oh yeah, it's like a force. It's on its way here. And then they're like, who is it? And he goes, would it happen to be Ahsoka Tano? And so basically they know Ahsoka's pulling up with the whales. And they're like, all right, prepare the ships and the men. And that's kind of where it ends off, is they're basically waiting for Ahsoka to pull up. Sabine and Ezra have reunited finally. And they think they stranded.
And it
feels so good. And yeah, so basically this next episode shit about to get really real, because Ahsoka thinking she got the drop on these niggas. Thrawn already knows she coming, and Sabine and them think they stranded, and I feel like it's all gonna collide together. It's not gonna end you. Nobody know nothing bad. Everybody know a little something.
Okay. So, how many more episodes we got?
We should have 2 more episodes, because that was episode 7, if I'm correct.
All right, cool.
But honestly, bro, like shit's picking up for like the whole. I mean, a lot of it was based around like finally being able to see Thrawn and figuring out kind of where his
See
head is
Thrawn
going to
and
be at.
see Ezra, yeah.
Yeah, and well, because when you get to Thrawn, Ezra isn't there, and it's kind of he's like he might be dead. I don't know. He's like that motherfucker left.
Shit.
Like I don't know where the fuck he at. You know what I mean? So
And
it was
sound like my problem.
yeah. He's like for real. He's like motherfucker. He was trying to kill me. So you think I give a damn about where he at? Oh, so that was episode 6. So
okay,
yeah, actually we had 3 more episodes.
3 episodes, nice for sure.
So it's picking up, and it's like it just feels so good to be able to see the stories continue. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And
something other than Skywalker. I know like that's what people are excited about. I feel like with a lot of these like with Mando, with Kenobi, just like seeing non-Skywalker stuff. I feel like
and I mean
it's really
Skywalker
good.
is in there, but
right, but not
he's
the
not,
not
you know
the focal point.
Oh, sorry, I'm correct. There's only 8 episodes, so you're right. There is 2 more
Okay,
episodes.
so 2 more, cool.
2 more episodes.
Honestly, I was thinking like kind of how like the story is progressing. It makes sense that there's 2 more
Yeah,
episodes
because it'll lead up to this big thing and then one big battle to see how it's going to go and see if they'll continue on with the season 2, which I'm pretty sure they will.
I think they will. I've seen nothing but great things about it, so I think they'll
So yeah, that was Ahsoka, man. Be ready for Tuesday, cause shit gonna get real. I feel like it's gonna get real really fast.
All right, and then we are going to wrap up with our weekly talk about Jujutsu Kaisen. We did have our next episode of continuing with the Shibuya arc, and
Shabuya.
I think we said it like when this arc started, like when it started, it started and motherfucker it started. So obviously Gojo is entering the subway. He's found like I don't remember what those curses names are, but the dude with the volcano head who he's fought and beat his ass already. The
How you gonna pull back up? You already got your ass whooped.
Bruh. Oh, okay, Hanashimi too, or Hanashimi, I think it is Hanashimi. And Gojo even said, "It's like, bro, like, haven't I fought you like 3 times already, bro? Like,
give up, nigga."
It's funny because so it's those 2, and there's a third person who isn't a curse. So he says he's a curse user that's kind of hiding in the crowds as well. But like Gojo even says, like he looks at Hanashimi, he's like, bro, like we've done this before, so I'm gonna kill you first, and then I'm gonna handle the other people.
Yep.
And he wasn't joking, bro.
He mopped.
He wasn't joking. So like they're going at it, and like the whole it's cool because like while the fight's going on, you kind of see flashbacks of all the curses meeting and like talking about their strategy and what their plan is. So the whole plan is to capture and seal Gojo, and to do that, he apparently has to be in the same 4, I think it said 4 was it 4 meter area for an entire minute. And bro, this volcano dude, he was pissed. He was like, bro, what do you mean I had to keep this man still for a whole minute? I'm not going down there just to die, bro. That's not happening. I can he is, and this is something that I told him like right after I watched the episode that I really kind of enjoy about the show is that in the show from the get-go we are told by all parties. So not like in Dragon Ball Z, like people like obviously Goku's the strongest on the earth, blah blah blah. But then he finds people that are stronger, and he goes to fight them.
Right.
Same thing with Luffy. Like Luffy, like is very powerful. He has the devil fruit, but he meets people along the way that are stronger that he needs to level up to get.
Right.
From the get go, Gojo is him. Gojo is the dude. He is the strongest, and it's funny because they do like a little interview segment of some of the people that have been involved with Gojo, involved with the Jujutsu High, and like they're asking them about Gojo and other questions. They fight off with, and they all say this almost in unison. It's like, regardless of how you feel about him, and then he's the strongest.
He's the strongest.
Everybody agrees he's the strongest. He's him. He's the strongest. And even the enemies, obviously, this dude is like melting down. Pun there because he's got a volcano head. He's melting down because he's told like he has to fight this dude for a minute, and he has to keep him in the same spot for an entire minute, and he's freaking out. So that's the plan. is to seal him.
Yep.
So they're fighting, and they get him to a point where they have released, or not released, but dropped a ton of humans, normal non-sorcerers, into the confined space that they're fighting in, and
Hmm.
the goal is basically
And the
to,
train of all of the demons came out too.
yeah,
All those demons came out that time.
and the chain of the demons. So the demons are killing off the curses are killing off all of these humans because they're basically mindless.
Yeah.
They're level ones or whatever you want to call them.
Hmm.
So a lot of life is being lost right now, and they're trying to force him to decide if he's going to use
Well, no, so they know that he won't. So
yeah,
basically, that's what they want to do. They wanted to basically like bombard him so much with so many like human lives and then demon users so that he can't use
use
his powers
his
because he
domain
will
expansion,
kill every. Yeah,
because he'll
he
kill
could.
everybody around him. He will kill everybody around him because of the way his domain expansion works, because it applies pressure. It's going to push
Mhm.
them out to the edges, and it's literally going to smash them into the wall.
Yep.
So
Oh wait, so they
well,
thought.
so they thought. So it's crazy because they released over 1,000 of these like
Mhm.
super low intelligent, low level curses. I keep saying demons. I know you do too, but like in this show, they're curses.
It's
Like I keep
curses,
forgetting.
curses.
So he releases all these curses, and it's funny because like so like you see like the curses that are doing this fight. They're like, yeah, like there's no way he's gonna be able to do this. There's no way like he won't. They're trying to frustrate him into making mistakes, and they're like, there's no way he's gonna activate his domain expansion. And then you just see like their
This
face change, and you see this image here:
this look,
domain
dog.
expansion,
They hit him with the
infinite
bomb.
void. And like, bro, they are freaking out. So then it kind of transitions from the
Oh my
curses talking
God.
about their plan to Gojo talking about his plan. So, and it's crazy because he arbitrarily came up with the number, but 0.2 of a second is the number. So Gojo decides that he is going to use his domain expansion, Infinite Void. And the way Infinite Void has been explained is that more or less time is complete, time and like the flow of time is completely in control and at Gojo's will.
Mhm.
And in that 0.2 of a second, the way to describe this is in 0.2 of a second, every entity inside of his domain had over a year's worth of time pass through their mind,
Yep.
including the humans. So in 0.2
Mhm.
of a second, and again, like this number was kind of arbitrarily
Like
made
he
up.
thought of
Like
it. I
he
mean,
thought
but
of it, and
like,
he was like, okay, I think that they can survive 0.2 of a second, more
yeah.
or less. So
And in that,
in that 0.2 of a second, he runs around and he's moving too. Like the animation, like them show,
it's
he
not
is
runs it.
moving.
He's running through everything.
No, not
I
everything.
no, I know, but
Yeah.
I mean, he's even running through the crowd of people. Not like running through them, but he's running through the crowd of people and then physically running through the
All the
curses. But like,
curses.
I wish you guys can see this scene because it just gives you like a up view. So you see everybody standing there and you just see blood splattering,
Mhm.
and you might see a little glimpse of white hair flashing through, and he's just and then it pans to him and he's just running and just grabbing these curses and missing the people. And I was just
Me and
starstruck,
it,
bro.
so we were talking about it, and like I'm not gonna say there's no way I'm gonna say that he's Flash. I don't think, besides like fan fiction, I don't think
Yeah.
anybody's on Flash level.
No.
But this has got to be like inside of his domain, and again, it's only inside of his domain. So like, I'm not gonna say that he's faster than Superman because it's
Right.
only happens inside of his domain. But that's got to be Superman level speed, bro. And on
It
top of it just being the speed, because like obviously we've seen like run or travel, but like Ham said, like to be able to travel in that small amount of space, avoiding who you're supposed to be avoiding, killing who you're supposed to be killing, and
mhm,
going through. They said there was over 1,000 curses in there that he killed off
mhm.
in 0.2 of a second.
Yep. That's faster than fucking
Bro,
Superman.
that's fast, bro. That's fast and controlled and being able to plan that shit out, bro. Like that's crazy. And it's funny because how they're narrating the scene, like it's obviously being narrated from a figure that is in the future that knows how this is going to happen. Because
Mhm.
like the narration or the narrator even says like, "Hey, everybody that was involved in all the humans that survived the Shibuya incident, which makes you
Mhm.
obviously know that like more people are gonna die, but all the people
Yes.
that survived that were affected by his domain expansion were able to come back into society a few months after or something like that.
Yeah, it's
So
a 2.5 months after.
so like Gojo's him.
He's fucking him,
He's
bro.
him.
Timothy.
He is Timothy Brown, bro. Like he's that dude. So he does this, and you can tell he's exhausted because after it, obviously he releases the domain expansion. Which okay, so and that's the weird part. So that's one thing that I kind of want to talk about. I don't know when he actually releases his domain expansion. I don't think he does because the whole point of it is, and it kind of flashes back to the curses talking about their plan, and Ghetto says the most crucial part of their plan is that, hey, I know we have to keep him in a specific spot
Mhm.
for a minute, but and it was a big but, it only has to be a minute to that person. So, like we
Yeah.
said before, when he did his domain expansion, how everybody how like, all that time was flowing through people's
Mhm.
minds or whatever. That includes Gojo as well.
Mhm.
So I don't know. So there's no. So he can have gotten rid of his domain expansion
Mhm.
when they threw out the seal, because they threw out the seal like after he had stopped moving, and it's a dope scene. Like he's
Mhm.
like breathing super heavy, but he has like two curses heads like in the palms
Mhm.
of his hand, bro, and he's breathing super hard, and then
And
you
there's a little
see
blood
this.
on his face.
And then you see the seal come out, and it's like this like weird like little like
Box.
box thing, and it comes out and immediately opens, and it's because like that domain expansion, like his brain is still like working like
On
on X Games mode or whatever you want to say. So
on X game mode.
so and it immediately attaches to him, and that's it, bro. Like that's like that's it. Like
They
he's
got him.
captured. They got him, and it pans back to Itadori and what's her face? I forget what her I forget what her name is.
Fuck. Because the little boy calls her Mima or
Yeah, like
Mima,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
something like
yeah,
that.
little boy
May
weird.
May or something like that.
May May, yeah, it's May May. That's what he calls
May
her.
May. Yep.
But Itadori has first off. So is Mechamaru not dead? Because like if you remember, go back to that last scene, and like he has like the little. I guess his technology, like he can be dead, but his technology still works.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I thought like he controlled all of that. So like that's why I was like, yo, like is he not dead? Because he definitely has like a Mechamaru like earpiece in his ear, which we did not see all of the episode before. So like that's
Yeah.
the other thing. That was weird. But it's 100% a Mechamaru earpiece,
I wonder.
and it sounds like Mechamaru on the other side of it as well. So I don't know if
Ooh,
that's just like the way the technology was created, and it can still be around with him being dead or not. But I think there's a possibility that he's not dead,
that which is crazy.
which is insane that Mojito didn't kill him. But
Yeah.
this earpiece goes off, and it's like, hey, Itadori, listen, I'm not gonna be able to say this twice, so listen right now. They got him. Gojo is sealed, and that's the end of the episode. So like I said before, I think it is really dope. I think this is a really cool approach because I don't think I've seen a show or an anime where it is so established that this one person is the best.
Mm-hmm.
The LeBron James, the Michael Jordan, like the best bar up, like bars above everybody else. No questions asked, universally accepted by all sides,
Mm-hmm.
all parties, that this is the strongest dude. And then you just take him off the table.
Mm-hmm.
And
Now
he's
shit
just
gets
gone,
real.
bro. Now stuff gets real because it's cool too, because like I rewatched Jujutsu Kaisen Zero,
Mhm.
Jujutsu Kaisen Zero, and they were kind of when they were talking about like the special class of curses or whatever,
Mhm.
and there's apparently 16 of them.
Oh
Uh,
shit.
yeah, there's 16 of them, bro, and Geto had one of them. I don't know how many of them had, but he had one of them
Oh shit.
captured or whatever. So I don't know if Geto still has him because he clashed with the kind of like the I don't want to say the yeah I guess the main protagonist of that movie. So the main
Mhm.
protagonist of that movie they clashed and the protagonist won that fight. Like Geto obviously limped away. I don't know if he killed that special class one or not, but
I don't think he did.
there's a few of them. So if he did kill them, then Ghetto side still has a special class curse on their side.
Yeah.
But and I think that and I'm pretty and the reason I brought that up is because one of the other things they said is that Jujutsu High had two special class.
They did. They did.
It was Ghetto and Gojo. Those are the only they said that at that time, and again, technically it's in the past, but
Mhm.
it's only like a year because
That's the
because
class. Yeah.
yeah because Maki and Panda and them they were all like first years in the movie, and when they
Mhm.
got brought into the show they were second years.
Yep.
So it's only a year ago that happened, and they only had two individuals that came through Jujutsu High that were considered special class. So Gojo and Geto. Gojo's gone.
Itzel's gone.
Ghetto is on the other side. We in some
So
trouble right now, bro.
we better figure something
We
out.
we in some trouble right now, bro. So that's where the episode ends. I think that and kind of spoilish. Gojo's not getting freed anytime soon because this is and I say kind of spoilish, but they mention it in this episode that this is a kind of like a pocket dimension that can hold him. And Geto
Mhm.
reveals himself. He comes out after Gojo's captured. That's actually kind of how like they kind of shot Gojo by bringing Geto back in because in the movie like Gojo thinks he's killed Geto.
Mhm.
Gojo comes back and he's talking to him and he's like, "Yeah, I got you." Gojo's shocked. He's standing there. He gets captured, but then Gojo goes on to say, "I know what my eyes are telling me, but I reject the fact that you're Geto. There's no way
He
whatsoever."
said he said the use, the hair, all of that is fine. He's like, but that soul ain't ghetto.
Yeah, he's
Exact
like, "Yeah,
words.
that's
He's
not
like,
Geto."
that soul ain't ghetto, bro. He's like, who the fuck are you? No, not that like that, but he's like,
Yeah,
who
yeah,
are you?
yeah.
He
Or
starts screaming, bro.
so he takes like so if you've seen Geto in the show, he has this like weird little string on his head. I always thought it was weird too, but he undoes the string, and it's a stitch. That's all it is.
Mhm.
It's a stitching,
Yep.
and that one little string. First off, that one little string is holding this man's dome together, and like he literally takes off the top of his head, and there's a brain inside of there talking that's controlling it, and it's a curse. I don't remember its name. If you don't mind, Ham, if you can try to look up that brain's name because he mentions the name because I think they've crossed paths before, and that's actually what prompted me to watch Zero again because I was like, did they mention this in Zero or not? I don't know, but like it seems like they've met each other before. And the brain talks about like his ability to literally just go into a body,
And Jaku.
literally replace the brain of that person
Mhm.
and then take over that body, but then take over like all of the abilities of that person as well, which is really weird
Mhm.
to say. Is like because obviously like you're taking out the part of the body that knows how to do things, but you still know how to do the things the body was able to do with the original brain, which is kind of weird. But anyway, um, but yeah, bro, like so Ghetto is not Ghetto, like we've been talking. Um,
Yeah. Ghetto. His name is Kinjaku. That's
Kinjaku,
the
thank
name.
you.
Yes.
The brain.
'Cause
Okay, so
yeah,
Kinjaku.
yeah.
So Kinjaku seems to be the big bad, the one that's orchestrating everything. Um, and he's succeeding, bro. He's got Gojo. Gojo is sealed. And Kinjaku even says it's like, you know what? I might let you out in 100, thousand, couple years, you know, like we'll see. And again, once again, he says because right now you just too damn strong, bro.
Hmm.
We can't deal with you. So like just emphasizing how strong this seal is. Like dude said, like 100 to like 1,000 years, he's gonna keep this dude sealed.
Yep.
Um, again, bro, we in trouble.
Niggas
We in
is in
trouble right now.
trouble.
I
Trouble.
I think there is going now. Granted, like I said, there's been two special class curse users, not curse users, but Jujutsu sorcerers come to the school. Both of them are gone. One of them is being controlled
Mhm.
by the other side, and Gojo's sealed. There's going to be a heavy reliance on Itadori because, what is it, Sukuna? Sukuna's
Mhm.
a special class. It's a special
Yep.
class curse, and they technically have him on his side, just not to his full strength because they haven't given him all of his fingers. And so far, Itadori has eaten two of them.
Mhm.
And I know I think the number's three. I didn't go back to find the episode, but I'm almost, and I think you like almost confirmed it with me. But we're both pretty sure the school has three of them,
3 of them. Yeah.
so that would be five. So that would be half. That would be half of his. I don't know if that equates to half of his power,
Or
but
how much? I think it would. I mean, I don't see why it
it
wouldn't.
makes sense.
Yeah.
But they gotta do something, bro. Somebody needs
They
to
need to get
level
this
up.
man. They need to get this man his fingers, man.
But that's
Find the
the
fingers.
but that's the problem. Like that's the like the
Hmm.
reserve. That's what reserves, right? So like you get like say you give him all the fingers. Like is he gonna be Itadori anymore? Is Sukuna gonna like completely take over? Because
Hmm.
like Sukuna's already kind of like taking over. Now, granted, he let him that one episode. It's like, hey,
Yeah,
like
he definitely
he
do what you gotta do, nigga.
help me, and you can have. What did he give him? Like he gave him like a couple hours complete
Hmm.
control or something like that. With I want to know what he did in that hour or so, bro. Because I remember that when we were talking about the fingers. It's like, yeah, like
Yeah.
in that one episode, like he let him take over, but he said, but you need to give me complete control. He's like, all right, cool, you give me complete control, but you're not gonna know what I do. You're not gonna have any idea
So I
what I
wonder
did.
what he did.
I really want to know what he did. I want to
It's
know
probably gonna come back.
I want to know how many fingers this man got together, bro. Because
Oh
I feel
my
like in a
god.
couple hours of him with complete control, with Idori have no recollection,
He could have done some shit.
bro, he could have done some shit. He could have stolen the. Well, I feel like if he stole the rings the school had, we would have heard about that already. But
Hmm.
he could
He
have
probably
gotten a
th- he
couple
knew
of.
he knew he didn't have to because if he knew he had them, he's like, bet I just gotta go get these other ones.
Yeah, bro. So I wouldn't know that, but I think there's gonna be a heavy reliance on
Hmm.
Itadori being able to
Most
master
definitely.
this power
Most
because
definitely.
shit's about to go
Because
down.
they gonna need him, bro. So
They
I
need
I, I
him.
think that this is a perfect setup for him to get a level up for sure.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. But he doesn't have his teacher anymore either. Like, so that's the other thing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that it's crazy.
Next week is gonna be good, bro. I'm excited. I want to see how Itadori reacts from Gojo being sealed.
I don't know. So like, listen, I know we said that this is like, and this is a big arc. Like, I know like this is
Yeah.
like for the manga readers. Like I've already said, like this is a really important arc. Lots of things happen. I think the next episode will be more informational. I think this is I think the next episode
I just want to see how
they're
he's
going.
gonna react.
Yeah, I want to see how he's going to react. But I think like as a whole,
Hmm.
Jujutsu High and the sorcerers are going to take a step back. They have to regroup. They got to figure
Oh
out
yeah, most
okay,
definitely.
they're gonna have to regroup, and there's gonna be I think there's gonna be a lot of talking, which talking
And
isn't bad. It's just
yeah,
I don't think there's gonna be a lot of fighting. So
I want hands, but I
yeah, I
feel
know,
it.
right? I know, right? But we'll see. We'll see, man. We'll see what's up
We
happening.
shall see.
That was Jujutsu Kaisen this week. It was a really good episode.
Fuck yeah.
Go watch it because I know we described it, but you don't get the full effect of Gojo. Because the thing is, like, we talked about the 2/10 of a second thing, but we really didn't even talk about him beating the dog shit out of those demons, bro. He killed homie with pressure.
Bro, against the wall after he fucking pulled his damn horns out
Bruh.
of his body. Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
Like he literally just looked at him and he was just exuding because obviously like his ability infinite, like he's like push, like that's one thing's how like he like walks in the air or like
Hmm.
um walks on
On
like doesn't
buildings and
touch
shit.
the ground, is that
Yeah.
he's kind of like pushing himself with his ability off of the ground and walking on that, and he exuded so much pressure on Hanashima while still doing pressure on everybody else, on the other
Mhm.
two, the other two as well, that he literally squashed it, bro. Like it was like
Exploded.
when you step on an ant and like or on a spider and like it's I forget what the fuck it's back in it's called, but that shit like squishes and explodes. That's what happened, bro. Like that's what happened.
Literally.
And we didn't even talk about that. Like is this is a good
You guys
episode.
gotta go see.
Watch
You
it.
guys,
Go watch the
yeah.
episode. Go watch the episode for sure.
Words can only do so much.
For sure. But that's gonna be it for us today. And it's a long episode, hour 20.
We had a
Thank
lot
you
of
guys for
topics.
hanging out. G
We
Baby,
appreciate y'all.
Jazz, Topanga Munch, Russ Nasty. I think I caught everybody that we saw in chat. Thank you guys for hanging out. For however long you did, we appreciate it. We will catch you guys. We're gonna try to do that episode of Hamster Classified this week.
Yeah, we're gonna do it this week, this Saturday.
So this Saturday, so make sure to be ready for that. Obviously, we'll have Buzz with the Boys. This will be the first time that all the boys, fingers crossed, are back together. So we got to make sure it's a good one for you guys. But thank you so much.
We love y'all.
We love you. We will catch you guys on the next one. Adios.
Deuces.
Where's my ending scene? There it is. See you guys.
RNG? I don't even know what that means.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
No, it's not. It's
Gets the
gross.
people going.
Random news. RNG. TGP.
TGP
Random news
presents
generator. RNG. RNG. Real nigga games. Random news. RNG. Random number generator. RNG. Real nigga games. RNG. TGP. Random news. Random news. RNG. Random news.
Real nigga games.
Samurai Black. D-Ring.
Random numbers.
TGP. RNG. Random news.